Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today I'm going to be adding a recipe for Scottish shortbread cookies to my recipe planner. These should look fairly familiar. They're so yummy. They're just a butter cookie. They're kind of like pie dough turned into cookie form. So let's get started. So I'm going to go to the cookie section, and the last cookie recipe I put in was on the front side of a page, but it was a Christmas cookie recipe, this cream cheese cookie. So I'm gonna skip the back of this page for a new Christmas cookie recipe for next year and grab a fresh page. And since these are Scottish, they're basically a homemade keto version of a Walker shortbread cookie, if you're familiar with those, and they have the red and black plaid. So I thought, since this is green, I would use this green and blue washi tape to do my own kind of bullet points and stuff, and decorate the page with as we go. So let's get started. Since the page is green, I'm going to use my blue Frixion pens. I've got a blue Frixion marker and then a blue Frixion fine liner, and I will link these in the description box. As usual, I'm not going to write keto in the title because all of my recipes are keto. So, Scottish shortbread. This recipe serves 16. Prep time is about 20 minutes. Cook time is 30 minutes. And as with all keto cookies, you definitely need to let these cool completely before you try to get them off the cookie sheet and devour them. And then the net carbs is less than 1. So this is a good one. So first thing I want to do is tear off little bits of this plaid washi tape, and it's lost a lot of the sticky on the end. So I'm going to tear off little squares of it, just rough little squares, and stick them down as bullet points to start. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. I'm just going to kind of stick them on here a little haphazard. This is such tiny washi tape, it's actually kind of hard to tear it into squares. Those first two are a little big. I think I'm gonna try to make them smaller. And that doesn't seem right for ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. That's better. And then I probably will also use these as bullet points on the steps over here. And then this is a recipe where we need to preheat the oven. So I've got the Brights sticker book, and I'm going to pull out one of these empty appointment stickers. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get a white gel pen and white out where it says appointment and let that start drying. And then I want to run another strip of this washi tape up here and lay the box over top of it. Again, just very rough. Just gonna roughly tear it. There we go. I want to center that just a little bit better. This is actually a Christmas washi tape, but I don't think you can tell it. It doesn't scream Christmas to me in this particular case, so. Cute, 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 cute. That whiteout was not quite dry. Okay, so we'll come back to that. I want to let that get good and dry before I try to write over it with the fine liner. So I'm going to go ahead and write in the ingredients. 2½ cups of almond flour, 1/2 cup of powdered sweetener, 6 tablespoons of cold butter, 1 tablespoon of water, half a teaspoon of butter flavoring, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so that's dry. So we're going to preheat the oven to 300. It's pretty low. And then this could not be a simpler recipe. Okay, like I said, I want to use these as my little bullet points for the instructions. So much like a pie dough, we're going to use a food processor. We're going to pulse the almond flour and the sweetener to mix them together. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add the chunks of butter and continue pulsing until we get a fine crumb. Next, we're going to add the 3 liquids, the water, the butter flavoring, and the vanilla extract, and pulse until a dough comes together. We're going to pat that out to about a 1/4 inch thick on a parchment lined cookie sheet or quarter sheet pan. We're going to cut that rectangle into those matchstick shaped cookies and prick them with a fork, but do not separate. And then we're going to bake low and slow, 300 degrees for 30 minutes. We're going to recut the cookies and allow them to cool in place completely before we separate them. So all the space I have left I can use for decorating. And I want to try to squeeze this word up a little bit so that I can put, I don't have any notes. I want to go ahead and put another strip of this washi over the notes. So I want to try to squeeze that last word in above it. I think I can do that, no problem. And then we can decorate. So I don't think I need any more washi. Let's pull a couple of food books and look for some cookies, stickers, and some yum and that kind of thing. Since there's a lot of, relatively speaking, a lot of space, I printed out, using my Canon selfie, a little picture of the cookies, and I pulled this piece of dark blue, a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to mount this on the paper, and then we're going to put that in this space. Maybe I will use more of the washi tape to look like it's taped down. So I want to get my tape runner. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this on the scrap paper in the corner with a little tape runner. Sorry, can't see what I'm doing, like so. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and cut this to shape. Just with a little bit of an even border all the way around. Perfect. All right. Now I am going to actually stick it on the page here with tape runner, but then I think I'll put a couple tiny little pieces of the Scottish plaid looking washi tape on the corners as well. There we go. Every once in a while I like to put pictures of the recipes in there. So we use a little bit longer pieces. So cute. So it just looks kind of like Scotch tape on there, you know. That fills that space up nicely. And then if we can find a couple of yums or family favorites or something like that, that ought to pretty much do it for us. So oh, I could use let's see. It doesn't really have a food processor. There's a spatula and a pot holder, both that are both green. Doesn't use a mixer. Good food, good mood. Love this. That's the right color. I love this recipe, A, because it's yummy and these go so good with coffee. B, because it's so quick and easy. Just basically throw everything in the food processor and buzz it up. I mean, how could it get any easier than that? Different shades of green, I realize, but that's okay. I think that's about it, guys. I really do. I can put family favorite and super easy, but I feel like, you know, those could apply to just about any of these. So, and I don't have any black really on here. The plate was black, but you can't really tell it was black in that picture. So I think it's done. Let's go ahead and put it back in my book. And since there really isn't a table of contents or an alphabetical order or anything, I'm just going to go ahead and stick it right in the front so that when I go to do my next cookie recipe, it's right there waiting for me. So there you have it. Scottish shortbread cookies. This is what they look like. Super crumbly and yummy, crispy and buttery. Very, very good. So I hope you like this video. I hope it inspires you to put your own recipe in your recipe planner. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.